welcome back to the Financial Spotlight. I'm Chantrell and I'm here to give you financial tips and tricks that are going to help you on your road to know your money. And today I am talking about what we have already heard about, the student loan forgiveness that the president has put through. Now, well, I know he didn't do it by himself. I know he had help, but you know what I mean. So first of all, we already know, or some of you may not know, how the student loans are going to work or the forgiveness is going to work. First of all, you would need to have income under $125,000 per year. And if you also have received Pell Grants, then you are also qualified for a higher amount. So if you had $125,000 or less in income, then you are qualified for $10,000 in forgiveness and in loan forgiveness. And if you received a Pell Grant, then you are qualified for up to $20,000 in loan forgiveness. Now, that's information that a lot of people already know. Some questions might be, what if I default on my loans, if I'm in default in my loans? When you're in default, that means that you haven't been paying, but you can still be eligible for the forgiveness. So make sure that the Department of Education, if you have your loans with the Department of Education, make sure that they are aware of your income and make sure that everything is up to date with them so that you can make sure that you are going to be forgiven for the loans that you currently have. Now, this is an added plus, an added bonus. If you paid any of your student loans after the time when they were doing the pause in the repayment, so that was March of 2020. So any payments you made after that up until now, you have the option to contact your lender, as long as these are Department of Education loans, not private loans, but Department of Education loans. As long as you have those type of loans, you can contact your lender and request those payments back. So again, if you made payments after March, I think it's 13th of 2020, up until now, and you've been making payments to your student loan debt, you can contact them and ask them to refund those payments. Now, make sure that you call them, because that's the way that you request. And when you call them, you let them know, I would like to receive all of the payments back that I gave you from March 2020 until now. Now, this is an added thing to it. If you have paid those amounts and you request a refund of the amount that you paid, just be aware that the amount that they refund you back, that money is going to be added back to your loan, your total loan amount. So again, let me give you an example. Say you owe $15,000 in loans, okay, or you owed $15,000 in loans, and you made payments from March up until now of $5,000. You can call them and say, hey, I want my $5,000 back. Okay. So now, since you paid $5,000, you paid it down to $10,000. You had your loan for $10,000 left, but you asked them for your $5,000 back. That $5,000 is going to be added to your $10,000 loan. So now the loan is $15,000. Now, with the debt forgiveness, you can get that $10,000 forgiven, but then you're still going to owe the $5,000 that you got refunded back. So just keep that in mind. If that's something that you're interested in or you're going to contact them about, keep those numbers in mind and make sure that you're doing what is beneficial for you and for your family. The other part is, if you have the loans and you still owe on them, just be aware that if you have additional payments or additional loan amounts that are over the $10,000 that's going to be forgiven if you are in those income brackets, you will be able to pause your payments again all the way up until the end of this year. So then your payments will start again in January of 2023. Hoping and praying that maybe they extend that out a little bit longer, giving people that have student loans a little bit more time to like pay down the things that they owe, etc. That would be so wonderful. But hey, it is what it is, and so we have to see and wait and see what they do. But this is some great information, I feel, guys. I am a person that has student loans, and the forgiveness will put a small dent in what I owe. However, it's something. It's like I always say, something is better than nothing, right? And with you, if this is something that's beneficial for you, that is great. Now, the other question is, what if I have the student loans, but they are not aware of my income and all of that? There's two things that you can do. You can go ahead and update, like I said before, your income with the Department of Education, letting them know your income, what it is currently now, if it's under the $125,000. The other thing that you can do is wait for them to put or to release the application form that they should be releasing in a couple of weeks. And if you do that, then you can update your information and they will be aware of your situation and your financial status. I will make sure that I come back on this video in the description box and update with that link once they do release it. So make sure that you come back if you have that type of situation and you need that link to the application. So hopefully I answered any questions that people might have in reference to the student loan forgiveness. If I did not, and you still have more questions, as always, make sure that you put those in the comment section below. I definitely read all the comments and I respond as soon as possible. And I hope that this information has helped you. Make sure that you share it with your friends and family. And as always, thank you for joining me at the Financial Spotlight. Have a good one. Bye.